this is Nicole Reffitt. I'm bringing myself here to you outside of the DC federal courthouse. I've been court watching all day in the Proud Boys trial. Things you're not going to want to miss. The American people are put on trial here, and we really need to hold this government accountable. You're going to want all these updates. Text TOTC to 844-837-9924. Today we just had 3 witnesses today, mostly procedural type witnesses. An FBI agent, special agent, Nicholas Kaiser. He went over the search and seizure of Joe Biggs. I went over that a little bit this afternoon. They did come back in, and the defense team really nailed it to him about being a Proud Boy is not against the law. Being affiliated with a group is not against the law. Having paraphernalia of that group is not against the law. What items and why were these seized when this is just his affiliation to a certain group? He didn't have a good answer for that. This wasn't the special agent to really ask. He is what they call a searcher. He just goes off of what is on the search warrant, and he just retrieves it. He has no real authority in choosing those items. They're on the paper, and he just gets them. Our next witness today, though, and I want to bring up a name that all of these people have been asked, and this name was dropped yesterday, and I have some speculation here and there about, I know who this person is. Shane Lamont is this person's name. They keep asking if any of these law enforcement personnel have had any contact with. Did you ever, was he in part of the planning of Jan 6? And so far, everyone has said no about who, and do you know who Shane Lamont is? They say, yes, they do know him. No, they haven't worked with him. Well, Shane Lamont, I looked him up. He is he's on administrative leave from the Metropolitan Police Department. He worked within the intelligence agency there with MPD. He is on leave because they, according to the article I read, which you know how wink, wink, trustworthy the mainstream media is, that he's on administrative leave for having ties with a racist organization. Some of the people have been speculating that he was Tarrio's point of reference when he would be in DC. No one has confirmed that. I'm going to be going around tomorrow and asking what the reference is to Shane Lamont, because he has something pretty intense to do with the case. I know that I had read about during pretrial that there was some witness tampering and some intimidation factors going on, and his name floated around then also. So I'm not sure if that's what's in reference to, but I'm going to find out. So you're going to want to make sure that you get these updates on that, because this is just one of the little cogs in this wheel, So we'll find more out about that tomorrow. Going back to investigator, his name is Investigator Colby, and he actually tailed Enrique Tarrio when he came in to DC and was part of the arrest for a misdemeanor property damage to property, misdemeanor charge. When Enrique landed at the airport, they had MPD in Virginia in the airport. They tailed him all the way, and they arrested him in the 3rd Street Tunnel as soon as he crossed into DC. For a misdemeanor charge, they had 10 to 15 MPD officers to take Enrique down. And, so crazy to me, and then that's when he was given his stay away order. So we went over the procedures of that, all really shady, shady considering they use that much resource for a misdemeanor property damage charge. So, it just shows that their focus was on the Proud Boys before Jan 6 even started. You know, and then you wonder who was conspiring there, where is that conspiracy? So went over that with Inspector Colby, and he just went through the arrest, the different items that Enrique had on him, you know, which it's so crazy that they act like that if anyone had a vest on, it had nothing to do with any Proud Boys being stabbed before. You know, they want to make the vest seem like that they're just for, you know, protecting yourself from being shot. They also protect you from, you know, being stabbed. And they had, Bertino was stabbed. And in fact, Enrique had been stabbed before. So, you know, that is part of their self-defense gear. It's not gear to overtake the government by force. And that, you know, that is really what the government keeps pushing. You know, then we had the Secret Service, Linnell Hawa, Hawa. I've seen her several times before. She is the go-to Secret Service lady to tell you about how they got Pence out of the Capitol and got him to a secured location from his ceremonial office within 2 to 3 minutes. So I don't know where that secured location is, but, you know, it's only 2 or 3 minutes from the ceremonial office. And so she went over the outline of the Capitol again, and all of these things. So this afternoon was kind of boring, except for being part of Shane Lamont. And so tomorrow I'm going to ask around and see what I can find out and about Shane Lamont. And nobody's going to, you know, y'all aren't going to want to miss these updates from me, Nicole Ruppert, the Real Housewife of Jan 6. Please text TOTC to 844-837-9924. You know, and we're going to keep getting this out there and letting the public know. I would like to say in the audience are some known DC anti-protesters. And so they have been hovering around today, very noticeable. There's been one that comes in and out of the courtroom, but there were 2 of them today, and, you know, just staring down the Proud Boys. They have not been outside the courthouse protesting. You know, they do protest at our vigil some. They protest when we were at the Supreme Court and different things like that. So I recognize who they are. I've seen them at different things around DC. So interesting that they're in the audience. They're behaving so far. So we'll see. You're not going to want to miss any updates. Please text TOTC to 844-837-9924, and we'll bring you everything, you know, as it breaks.